I send my warm greetings to everyone participating in this conference on SDG 16. Halfway to the SDG deadline of 2030, the challenges we face are immense. Interconnected crises, from global heating and spreading conflict to rising inflation and debt distress, are creating strong headwinds in our pursuit of the sustainable development for all. Inequalities and divisions are increasing, while trust in institutions is dwindling. Civic space is shrinking, and disinformation and misinformation are on the march. Solving these crises, from securing peace to addressing debt issues to combating climate change and tackling food insecurity and inequalities, will require unwavering commitment and solidarity, and a revitalized multilateral system. As we reach the midway point to 2030, we must course correct and fully align all our policies, decisions and actions with the transformative 2030 Agenda and the 17 Sustainable Development Goals. The SDG Summit in September must be a pivotal moment that rallies countries and various stakeholders to take decisive action to accelerate progress towards the vision of the 2030 Agenda. Our vision of sustainable, inclusive economies and societies powered by renewable energy hangs in the balance. The Secretary-General has called on heads of state and government to come together to support a rescue plan for people and planet built around fairer development financing and ambitious national commitments to the SDGs with concrete benchmarks. This rescue plan depends on renewed trust between people and the institutions that govern and represent them. Sustainable development depends on peace, stability, respect for human rights, and effective and accountable institutions based on the rule of law. SDG 16 is an essential enabler of the entire 2030 Agenda. This deep interlinkage between the rule of law and development has been underscored in the recently promulgated Secretary-General's new vision for the rule of law. The new vision grew from our collective commitment to a peaceful, prosperous, and just world with people at its center. Indeed, people-centered, flexible, and transparent institutions at all levels are key to transforming our world. Investing in local economies is key. We must strengthen our existing engagement at the local level through a whole of government and whole of society contribution to the SDGs. The pandemic triggered institutional innovation around the world. Today, those changes can form the foundations of a more responsive and accountable public service with greater participation, inclusion, and action at the local and global level. At the same time, we must address the risks built into these new approaches, which range from reduced civic space to infringements on privacy and other human rights, gender equality, and the growing digital divide. It is only by expanding participation in a safe and responsible way that communities can strengthen and renew the social contract, anchored in human rights and based on mutual trust. With this goal in mind, I'm committed to spearheading the implementation of the Secretary-General's new vision and prioritizing the rule of law and strategic planning at the highest level of the organization. Together with your tireless work, we will move towards achieving SDG 16 and chart a course for a safer and a more sustainable world. Thank you.